Cuspers, welcome back to Deep Heights. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're well. We're going to do a love reading today. Yay! Thank you so much to my new subscribers. I'm always amazed that there are other people out there who find what I have to say interesting. So thank you. You're most welcome here. I don't have a plan for my readings ever. And with love readings, it's always a little, because some readers go into it, we're going to like, what do they think? And what do you think? And, you know, my style is to just kind of let it flow. If it's your story, great. If it's good, yay. And if it's bad, hey, we'll get through it and we'll find out why. I always want to know why, or to understand, seeking to understand things, situations. And when we can understand things, we know better how to proceed. But let's take a moment of peace and silence and prayer, if you must, for some good love. Good love for my Cuspers. All right, I'm going to get a card from my little index oracle. Let's get an energy. Let's start here. What's going on in love for my Cusper? What have you to say? The little index oracle deck. They're index cards, so it's not like they're slick and apt to jump and super easy to shuffle. Oh, there we go. We got a couple. Well, we have three. So we have the mortar and pestle. So we know it's something that requires a little bit of work. We have the ninth cloud. A lot of happiness. Expansion. I'll also think of the ninth house. You could have Venus in Sagittarius or Venus in the ninth house. And we have the magic mirror, which is interesting. I think about beauty and seduction, but there's also something really dark about the magic mirror. We'll let that kind of open up. Could be letting go of like past negativity, working on yourself with this mortar and pestle. I think in the last reading that I had done for Cuspers, of feeling a little bit, not feeling so good about yourself when you look in the mirror. You know, so I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, my skin is sagging and I have more wrinkles than I used to. And oh my gosh, I don't feel very pretty or attractive. Or for men, you know, I'm sure that men go through the same things. We all have these insecurities, but the right person loves everything about you inside and out. And as we get older, like I'm 41, I'm not 20. I can't compete with a 20-year-old person, woman, body. I'm an adult, and the same goes for other women. It's like, this is who I am and how I am, and I accept myself for how I am. I have gray hair and, you know, wrinkles, but it just kind of is what it is. But I continue to work on myself, right, with the mortar and pestle, and feeling happy about that. But enough about me. I just try to explain to you how I do and how I feel, because it's relatable. We can all relate to this type of feeling. But with this ninth cloud, feeling very happy, someone makes you feel really good about yourself despite your insecurities, despite your flaws. And that's really important for a Cusper. You know, there's a lot of inner criticism because it's the cusp of drama and criticism, and people have us confused that we're just critical of others. No, honey, we're critical of our own selves first and foremost. But something is mixing, you know, when you mix things up with a mortar and a pestle, it's not just, you know, you're mixing something. It's kind of like a little cauldron. Change, bringing different ingredients together to make, I don't know, what you used for cooking or baking or witchery, whatever it is that you're doing. Keep looking at this ninth cloud, though, of feeling really happy and really good. I want to use this deck. This is the Garbage Pail Kids Tarot, and I got this deck about a month or so ago. And I used to be a purist. I would only use like the Thoth deck or just the Rider-Waite deck, and then I started getting other decks, which I love. And I didn't know how I was going to feel about this Garbage Pail Kids deck, but I love it. It's hilarious. So let's get some cards for your partner from this deck. And we'll get some for you. And then the situation. And kind of see how it goes. Where it goes from there. I don't know if any of y'all are old enough to remember the Garbage Pail Kids. I am. All right. Talk to me about the partner of my Cusper, please. Who was this person that they are ensconced with in love? I think that's the proper use of that word. I wanted to use it in that context, so hopefully it's correct. The Hierophant. Interesting. The big brain. They're learned. They're very learned. They're somewhat rigid, but they're very, very intelligent. I can say that. They're strict. Let's get some more. Spirituality is important to them. This is, of course, the card of Taurus. They could have Mercury in Taurus, Venus in Taurus, could be a Taurus. But this is a very serious type of energy. Usually when the Hierophant comes up, it's about serious commitment. But we'll see what other cards that is with. But I'm looking at the, the big brain. They're brainy. They're very intelligent, whoever this person is. Quick-witted, quick to think. Proud. They like science. This person is very interested in science. The mystery of how things work, how things grow. They function, the universe, astrophysics for someone. The Two of Swords. So that they're somewhat fearful. Let's get another one. I want to see how they all line up because they may feel like you're too close. Talking about the mind, that big brain, working that big brain. It's when you have big feels, it's hard to process emotions. They might need a minute to step back. We have the Star, and the Star flipped over, and let's see. So we have the Page of Coins and the Three of Swords also came out. All right, let me look at this. Judgment on the bottom of the deck. This person has some experience in life. This isn't a foolish type of person at all. Some air in their chart here. This is the Star, Aquarius. They have so much going on in their world. They're a very busy person. They're very busy. They could be in school, at university, higher learning, getting their master's or their PhD, studying for something, even at, any kind of school, trade school, vocational school, anything, studying on their own. Whatever it is that they do, they're overwhelmed by schoolwork, studying, writing papers. This isn't going to apply to everyone, but this person could have lost a child, a son, at some point in their life. Or they may not be able to have children. They may, man or woman, they may not be able to have children. They could have some fear that you wouldn't want to be with them, in a long-term commitment if you weren't able to have children, which is the case with some people. But like I say, for the right person, you're enough, just as you are. This person's quite quite the genius, though, and they're very cerebral, very, very cerebral. And I see this Two of Swords so much, like and the way that this star looks, it almost looks like the Tower with in the Thoth deck, with everything that's going on in the back. There's so much happening, so much electricity passing through, a highly energetic, and it's like the water is just seeping out of this character's pores, which is why we have the Two of Swords here blocking it out, blocking everything. That's, this person's like, I need a minute. They need a minute. So be careful with that. I know whenever we're first in relationships, we're always we just want to couple up and we want to spend all of our time together, but this person might not be able to. They need more time to process their emotions. They need to think them through. This person likes their alone time, for sure. And there is some legitimate pain here. It could be with work, with this Page of Coins. Failed business in the past. Maybe they're changing careers. Yeah, we're like with this Judgment card. Yeah, and the Five of Cups below that. But the Six of Wands is behind that. And then the Lovers, the card of Gemini. They've been through a lot. I feel like this is super specific too, that this person has suffered some failures. They've had a failed business, failed marriage, maybe the loss of a child through stillbirth or miscarriage. They've suffered from this. And, when these things happen to us when we're very young, and as we get older, we'll kind of build up. We'll be less emotional and more cerebral, right? We'll shut those parts of ourselves down. Men and women both do this, so I'm not just picking on men. But something is reawakening within them with the Judgment, the Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Lovers. And this Lovers card is really cute. It's them, and they're like, their little minds are blown right into that heart. It's like this person's mind is blown a little bit about this connection. I want to see how they're feeling about you, because mainly this is talking about how they feel, just how they feel. You have to take a lot of kind of care with this person. They need soft hands. Yeah, and the Five of Swords behind the Lovers card, they've suffered a lot of defeat. They have a lack of emotional security. I wouldn't say a lack of self-esteem, but a lack of emotional security, about understanding emotions. Because there's so much happening for them in their mind, with their work and with their life and studying and processing, that when and I'm not saying that they're not emotional, but real love, deep love is intense, especially for people who haven't ever experienced it. But there's a reawakening for them, and it does have a happy ending with the Six of Wands and the Lovers card, because it's them choosing you, choosing love, choosing to incorporate this into their life. It's really nice. Let's get some cards about how they feel about you. How does this person feel about my Cusper? You have a lot to teach them when it comes to feelings, Cusper. Talking about the ninth cloud, like this Venus and Sagittarius energy, that's very freedom loving, that's trustworthy, that allows for the other person to have time, because you also enjoy your time and your own freedom, to appreciate freedom. How does this person feel about my Cusper, please? I like the energy of this person, though. It feels good. It feels clean. How does this person feel about my Cusper? You're always my Cusper. How's this person feel about my Cusper? Now the cards get this deck gets sticky. If I can make them talk faster, I would. Well, we're just going to use a different deck. How does this person feel about my Cusper, please? Wow. Wow. So we have the High Priestess, Temperance, and the Three of Pentacles. Learning together. You could work together. You could have met them through work. It's always difficult to date somebody that you work with. Could end very badly, but you could maybe do the same thing. Or maybe meeting at school, because the Three of Pentacles is also the card of learning. I mean, it's called works, but it's about learning and teaching and growing. Let's see what's behind it. The Seven of Pentacles, time, and then the Emperor. This is a boss. This is a boss man or a boss lady. Could be a teacher. Hot for teacher. I was always hot for teacher. All right, so I'm chatty tonight about myself. I'm sorry. So the High Priestess and Temperance is how they see you, as something that they just want to worship and adore. If you are a man, they want to worship and adore you. You are a woman, they want to worship and adore you. If you happen to be somewhere in between on the spectrum, they want to worship and adore you. You know, we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess here. You know, because I very much feel like they're showing up in this energy of the Hierophant, your person, and they see you as this match with this High Priestess energy, man or woman, mystical guardian of the mysteries of the feminine, because the Hierophant is a masculine energy, and you can switch them around and make the pieces fit into your story as you need to. See you very balanced, very harmonized, very powerful as well. You know, because the Temperance card is about bringing things together. I think that I was talking about that with this mortar and the pestle. If there is any character in the trumps in the tarot deck that is an expert when it comes to working a mortar and the pestle, it's the Temperance card. It's the Jupiter, and it's, I want to say it's feminine aspect, because I sometimes see Jupiter as feminine, even though lots of people will tell me that I'm wrong, but I'm free to have my own opinions. Don't get me started. But you see, you're talking about the chaos that's in their world, right? Chaos, you know, and the Two of Swords is a weak energy. It's not able to stand up against anything for very long. So if this person has been on their own trying to make sense of the unsensible for so long, and it's not like you have to go be there to fix them, right, or solve all their problems. No, you help. You know, you're complementary to one another, especially with this High Priestess and the Temperance, to bring calm, balance, harmony to this chaos, order out of that chaos. You know, with the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is Mars and I think this is Mars in Capricorn. And if not, we're going to call it that, because Mars gives you know, Capricorn energy, this earthy energy, can get very stuck. It's very rigid, you know. Capricorn rules the bones. It's like creaky, right? But Mars can get in there and heat up those joints so they can get to moving around, you know, get you unstuck, getting out of the funk, getting unstuck is what I keep wanting to say. Sorting through the knots, because around those discs, there's like pieces of thread. It's knotted up. They're all in knots. It's like here you come with this temperance and high priestess energy, and you just come lay your magic hands. I was talking about this person needed soft hands, delicate touch and care, and you know, rub the demons right on out of them. That's how you do that, baby. This is a really nice match. It feels good. They see you as something sacred. And it's unexpected for them. You know, maybe they just didn't, you know, we find the best, I can't speak. The words just won't come. When you're not looking for love, it's when you find love, right? When you're busy and you're focused on yourself and you're focused on your life and your career, school, and you're working and you're doing things, and boom, there's the one. And it's never an opportune time. Because I don't feel like this person was actively looking, and maybe you weren't either. But you seem a little bit, I don't know how you seem yet, but you seem very harmonized and balanced. The only thing that I can see about you is coming from this magic mirror and feeling insecure and not good enough, like you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough, your body isn't good enough. You don't have a six-pack abs or a big badonkadonk, an itty-bitty waist, something like that. It just, I'm making jokes, but I mean, we all feel this way. We feel insecure, you know. And it's like that song, you know, get off of my cloud. You know, you're up here on this ninth cloud, and in comes these, you know, these feelings of insecurity. I keep insecurity, insecurity, insecurity. I like this. Just trying to decide where to go next. Sorry, Cricket, Cricket, can you not licky loo right by where I have everything set up, Sonny boy? Thank you. Anyway, he comes to lays right where I have the things, and all right. Show me the connection, please. Show me the like redeveloping a stutter over the past month. Show me the connection, please, between my Cusper and their love interest. Cricket, if I have to ask you again. Thank you. Wow. The Six of Pentacles. Generosity. Talking about those hands. The Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There's a song that from Foy Vance called Burden. I'll carry your burden. I won't sing it because I have a terrible singing voice, but let me carry your burden. They feel very weighed down. Maybe you do too. Baggage, history, you know, all your old funk. But you have a lot to offer to one another. So complimentary. Very beautiful, very giving. You know. Even. A lot of movement, a lot of chi. It feels good when you touch each other. When you hold hands, there's a lot of electricity. A lot can be said through just a touch of a hand. The Ace of Discs. Wow. Wow. Let's get a few more. Show me a little bit more about this connection for my Cusper. You could end up having a business with this person. Wow, the Ace of Wands. This is a very, very beautiful partnership. Power couple type of energy where you get together and you own a business, you have a family, you run things together, you are boss lady and boss man together. Emperor and empress, emperor and emperor, empress and empress. However you get down. Really, really magnificent energy. Let's get one more, please. These cards are jumpy. One more for this. Show me this connection. Show me this connection for my Cusper. This love connection. Oh, but we have the Five of Pentacles popping out, and there's that Nine of Swords. This is a card of illness for me as well. The Five of Pentacles. Of being physically ill. Illness in the body. And with this Nine of Swords here, but excuse me, could be some depression, some mania. A loss, a lack, feeling like that you lack. And you have all of this beautiful energy here, the Six of Pentacles, or the Six of Discs, the Ace of Discs, and the Ace of Wands, right? This ninth cloud energy, that mortar and the pestle, right? Where you get in there and you do the work and, you know, you make more. You know, you have the beginning, you have the will. We're talking about the Mars and the Capricorn. So here's your fire and your earth, and you make more. You make more. All my vocabulary sometimes goes right out the window before I go to do a reading. Okay. And then we got this shitty little feeling over here. I think both of you have this shitty little feeling. Because the Five of Wands is below that. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Sabotage, you know. There could be other people around you in your friend circle. And there's always haters. There's always going to be haters. I don't care how old you get, how educated of whatever, how wonderful, religious, educated, super classy, trashy, all types of peoples always have the haters. Doesn't matter where you're from. You always got that hater. You both are going to have to kind of fend off that type of energy. And you may have some competition, or they may have some competition. You could both be very good looking people, even though you probably don't feel very good looking. You are good looking, and you do have other people who like you. Because you're just standing there like the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, the soldier, Aragorn, Eowyn. And both of them absolutely stunningly beautiful, no matter how beaten and bloodied. What do you do about this type of energy? Nobody can stop these loops but you. Worrying about things that don't matter. You know, because does this person want to see you? Do they want to hold your hands? Do they want to smooch with you? get close to you, cook a dinners with you, sit close to you on the love seat. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful. Don't waste your time worrying about if you're not smart enough. Oh, that could be another thing. You might not feel smart enough for this person and you're worried about it. Just be you. Be your beautiful self. You're over here showing up as the high priestess in the temperance card. Extremely knowledgeable. Ninth house energy here. Higher learning. And you don't have to have a PhD to be intelligent. I've met some people with PhDs who are dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, I'm in a mood. Let's see what their intentions are to you. What are their intentions? Let me get everything mixed up. What is this person's intentions towards my Cusper? I feel weird. I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Like I feel like spacey and calm and slow, like I'm floating on a cloud. Like nothing matters and everything's good and it's a really good feeling. The King of Wands. Are their intentions towards you? Coming to get you. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That's very funny. That song from Drake. Just hold on. That what does he say in that song? I got my eyes on you. I'm not. I wish I could sing. I would totally sing, but that's the song for this reading is that Drake song. What is this person's intentions toward my Cusper, please? In love. The Fool. Oh. They're coming to get you. They want to take a chance with you. They want to start with you, to begin with you. Even if it might seem foolish to them, right? This boss man. King of Wands is a boss. He's a baby emperor. So I'm saying this person has all of their decision making in the past has the way that they make decisions and the way that they go about their life is very practical. They don't make bad business decisions because they want a high payout. I wish I had a better vocabulary again. A poor investment, you know. They're not going to invest unless they know that they're going to have a high return on their investment in business. But how can you apply that to a relationship without sounding like a total jerk? But damn it all, you know, you are a good investment. You are the investment. And they know this. I do think that they have a little bit of fear though, because there's no guarantee, right? With this, with you. The 9 of Wands again, and the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. I said in the beginning, this person has suffered some defeat, some setback. It's like they've lost everything and had to build themselves up again. They've had losses in business, losses in their personal life, deep ones, harsh ones, and learned a lot of lessons from them. Like this person, this character looks like it's hesitant, you know, very hesitant, but is willing to go on anyway, is standing up, standing back up again anyway. And the 7 of Cups. Venus and Scorpio energy. The sex is going to be amazing, for sure. And I hate to sound gross when I say that because I don't want to cheapen it. But it is intense because when you have these deep energies, when you've been wounded and you heal from those wounds, you're never really fully healed, but you can help heal others like a wounded healer. And when you have two types of wounded healer energies come together and merge, it brings you to that ninth cloud. You know, you're mixing together in this mortar and pestle, you know, and it becomes something else, you know, with how the temperance card does. You bring two different types of energies together, but you are doing that. You are powerful in that kind of way when you merge souls. Tantric, if you want to call it that. Healing. Your lovemaking will be very healing for your souls. Bonding, soul bonding. Not everyone is capable of doing that or finding that. Wow. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. A lot of love, a lot of emotions, a lot of depth. And I feel like this comes after. Like once you reach the point in your relationship where your lovemaking secures gives security to the relationship, is that somehow going to seal your bond to where there's no more doubt on either side. You will have no doubts and they will have no doubts because the experience that you have when you've made love like this in this type of way, there's no more doubt. And it opens up this flow between you and your souls and your hearts that no matter where you are, no matter what distance, together, you're always on cloud nine. That's really beautiful and romantic and way more. I would like to experience something like that. So let me know how that's going for you. I'll live through you vicariously. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these. And it's hard to say what a potential outcome is because you never know. Let's just take it as we find it right now and work on what we can work on. You work on what you can work on. You know, you come together. You know, you don't allow the negative chatter in your mind, the way that you feel about yourself or the way that they feel about themselves. Because there's so much beauty available for you, so much potential, the potential for growth and expansion. This person knows how to give and take. You know how to give and take. And you know that it's not 50-50. It's 60-30, 20-10, 90 and 10. Sometimes they give nothing and you have to give it all. But that's the way it is because you know when you're at 0, they're going to have 100 right there for you. And that's reality. You know, we're not reading fantasy, you know. What have you to say about this connection? What have you to say about this connection? Wow. Approach. Gate 19. Wanting. That all things are interrelated is apparent and manifested through the action of approach. We come towards things, attraction and repulsion, right? the fuel of the sensitivity process, the source that drives all revolutions. I like this, the fuel of the sensitivity process. You are the fuel of this sensitivity process. This person is very sensitive, super sensitive. So I was saying, you see how in this card, all this stuff is going on and it's like water is just streaming out of everything because they're just so super emotional. And this is their normal natural state. Very serious, very studious, Mr. Professor, right? And then they meet you, this high priestess temperance energy, and they're like, oh my God. Look what you've done in this person's world. That's funny to me. But that's the mood of this reading. I feel giddy. Even the energy on the back of this card looks kind of chaotic. It's like it's not a good time, you know. It looks dense. You know, the imagery here looks dense. Like if you had to go through that, it would be really hard to move through, you know. There's a lot going on, but you approach anyway. The fuel of the sensitivity process is to keep moving, go forward. Let's get one more. Sorry. Get one more. One more, please. And we have the keeping still mountain. Interesting, huh? The approach and the keeping still mountain. You know, this doesn't surprise me, being that my channel is Deep Heights and everything is about opposites and, you know, being complementary. Approach and inaction. Temporary and self-imposed inaction for the benefit of assessment. This is what they're doing. Concentration benefits from stillness and withdrawal. A positive rather than a passive rather than an active energy. And this is good. So if you are in a situation with this person and you've been wondering, we've been getting along really well and things seem to be going really well and it was great and I thought that it was so great and now they've kind of backed off. Maybe they needed a minute. So I was saying in the beginning, this person needs a minute, you know. But then for women, we never want to approach men, right? We want to make sure we give them their space and they got to have their 3 days or 5 or 7, 10, 15 days before they give us a call back, you know. They will approach you. They will. But they do need a minute. They're overwhelmed. You know. And give them their space for that. And if the connection was well enough, you know, if it went well enough and you feel confident enough in that, give them a moment, you know. And if they come back, they come back. And it seems like they will. They want to, maybe they just don't know how to. And I think sometimes we have to allow people the time to figure it out for themselves because you need to be able to be okay by yourself, whether or not they come back or not. If they do, yay. But if they don't, yay too, you know. So, but we want them to come back. It's a beautiful love reading. Such beautiful potential here. That's why I don't have any doubt. Well, it's hard to say because I want to make promises to you. But it really does, from the cards, look like this person just needs some time and will approach. And once that connection is made, it's fused and blossoms. Let's get a card from the Woodland Wardens. The Quail and the Gooseberry. Anticipation. the bottom of the deck, we have the dragonfly and the pansy, which is balance. And I think this is really about you. If you're anticipating this person's return and the next time that you see them, try to be calm, you know, beauty. Surround yourself with some beautiful colors. Buy yourself some flowers. Wear blues and whites and things that are calming, or whatever colors calm you. Because I feel like this is you and this is them. That you're much more calm maybe. And this person, they have much more anxiety here with this big brain energy. They're just like, I really feel like I really feel like that for them, that they're nervous. They're like a shaken little chihuahua. And that's why they're like, no. But when you express this energy of calm, the ultimate calm with the Temperance and High Priestess card, beauty, calm, stillness, mysterious, knowing. And we're going to close. I was gifted this deck by my brother and his wife. So excited to use it. All right, we're going to close with this one. Final messages from my Cusper and their love situation. A little bit too many. Well, we'll take these two. Wow. Okay, so we have the, I can't pronounce this correctly. I'm going to say it's Jurgen Sacha, which is transfiguration. Change is kind of like a tower there. And we have Ginseng, the magician. Again, I feel like it's kind of repeating itself, that you are coming across to me as a very, very balanced and harmonized. And they are having much more difficulty in their personal life. So be careful that you don't become the Band-Aid for this person, you know. But you are a soothing balm. A soothing balm is okay. But you know, take care of yourself, right? Too. And I also see this as the potential that there's something about the sex. I don't want to harp on that or sound crude or cheapen it, you know. But what happens with your souls when you make love? It will change. It changes you. Changes the colors of your souls. Have fun on that ninth cloud, Cusper. Happy love reading.